Hi folks, this is Alan Tyson along with my bud Josh Aubrey. Eagle Nation, if you want to know what having a multi-dimensional offense can do for you, let's take a look at some stats from our last two games, both wins against tough conference opponents. In week 7 against JMU, our Birds only rushed the ball 16 times for 12 yards. Against these crowned heads who were crowding the box, we in turn passed it 64 times for 578 yards and 4 touchdowns. Last week, Old Dominion decided that they would rush 3 and basically drop 8 into coverage. So what did we do? We rushed it 50 times for 223 yards and 3 touchdowns. On top of that, though we only passed it 27 times, we completed 81% of our attempts and added another touchdown through the air. Folks, when you got an offense that can hit it, go get it, and slide both ways, it puts the defense in a situation where they have to choose their poison. Give credit to our offensive coordinator, Brian Ellis, and his staff for not doing what a lot of coaches try to do, which is take a round peg and drive it into a square hole. Instead, they used patience and took what each defense was giving us in that particular game. Take that strategy and put it in a pot with only having 1 turnover in our last 2 games after having 12 in our first 6. Outpossessing our opponents by a total of 14 minutes in the last 8 quarters after being outpossessed in our first 5 games against teams from the FBS level. A defense that has figured out a way to bleed slow, bend but not break, and get off the field in critical situations, and special teams that have made very few mistakes, and you've got a formula for success that has given our Eagles an outside chance of playing in the Sun Belt Championship game. I own the prize, Big Blue. Way down in the valley, I heard a mighty, mighty noise. It was the mighty, mighty Eagles, just a whooping them boys. Put your hand on the throttle, put your foot on the gas. Roll over, little Jaguars, about to... Sorry, just practicing the Valley song, because thanks to Ricky Popple, a distinguished Georgia Southern alum, wonderful supporter of Eagle athletics, retired colonel from the Georgia National Guard, my college roommate, fraternity brother, longtime friend, and great American, I get to ride on the yellow school buses this Saturday. Hashtag kid in a candy store. Now, as for today, our Eagles are back on Glenn Bryant Field for the first of 3 home games over the next 4 weeks, as South Alabama has motored in from the heart of Dixie for the 9th meeting between the 2 schools. Our Birds lead the series 7-1, our only defeat coming last year in Mobile. Now, this is one of my favorite Saturdays of the season because we get an opportunity to not only honor our Hall of Fame inductees, but also our service members. To all of our Hall of Famers, thank you from the bottom of our heart for what you have done and what you continue to do for Eagle Athletics. For our men and women in uniform, thank you for your service to our country. Only because of your dedication and sacrifice are we able to enjoy freedoms like today, being citizens of the good old USA. My prayer for you is, wherever you are serving, here in the United States or abroad, that God will bring you home safely to your families. God bless all of you, and God bless America. And now back to our regularly scheduled programming. Folks, there's an awful lot I could say about this 2022 squad of Mausers from the home of the Mardi Gras, but let's just suffice to say this is not the team from the city of Six Flags that we are used to seeing. They are 6-2 on the season, under second-year head coach Kane Womack, their only 2 losses coming to Troy and UCLA by a total of 5 points. Their strength is on defense, where they are ranked 16th in the country in points allowed, only giving up 17.63 per contest. On offense, they are averaging over 400 yards in total yards per game, and they are well balanced, scoring 15 of their 29 touchdowns on the ground, the other 14 coming through the air. Now, I could go on and on and on, but the bottom line is this: who the heck really cares? Because for our men in blue, they have finally got this freight train rolling, and they ain't about to let a shadow of kittens from the Cotton State come into our house and knock us off the track. Lay a licking on these leopards from LA, Eagles.
And folks, you just can't beat that. And you just can't beat Georgia Southern. And you ain't seen nothing yet.